My girlfriend cheated on me, and she was talking about to 1,000 niggas. All right, so she wanted to leave the house, and I told her we can work things out. So she mazed me. I beat her. I got her with 2 swollen eyes. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for showing me love. I love you guys. I have a gun right here and I'm gonna take my life. Okay, so you guys hear me in the news, make a big ass fucking carving for me. I will watch every single one of you from up there.
So we gotta start the video by saying RIP, because it's never good when someone dies from suicide. However, we move on to the next point, and we have to call it what it is. We have to look at this in reality, and we have to say this is weakness. This is weakness. This is weak. This is weak. This is weak. The only type of guy who could be in this situation is a guy who is weak, the type of guy who's in the relationship and is not leading, who doesn't know his authority, who doesn't know his value, and that steeps into his relationship. It steeps into his reality. His girl's a part of his reality, and that's why he triggers certain behaviors in the woman, such as speaking to 1,000 guys, like he said, right? Now, this is not me saying, oh, there's no responsibility for the girl and the girl's not a bitch. However, I saw comments on this post, right? And guys were saying, oh, well, this is what girls drive us to do, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, no, you're giving them way too much power. If you're a man, if you have your balls, if you have control over yourself, if you value yourself, no. They don't have this much control. They're reactive. They react to the conditions that we put them in. And that's not taking accountability off of them. It's giving us power and control over the situation, which is God ordained, universe ordained, blessed and given from nature. So when we look at what he was saying, right? He's saying, oh yeah, cool, my girl, she was speaking to 1,000 guys. What he, like, from the start, I already know what type of person he is to get that reaction and what he's been doing to get that reaction. Because when a girl's with a guy who she perceives as higher value and she's submitted to his leadership and his authority, naturally, nature will turn off the desire to even do such an activity. The fact that she had a desire to do that was actually subconsciously her wanting to replace him, right, with a higher value type of guy. Right, really subconsciously, what she's trying to do is get the sperm from a better genetic package, right? So we see that he's that type of guy by the fact that even though she's doing that, he's still trying to stay with her. He's still trying to keep with her. She's supposed to be kicked to the curb for way less. If you catch your girl speaking to 1,000 guys, why are you keeping her here? She's supposed to go. Do you get what I'm saying? Why are you trying to get, like, no girl's that worth it where you're supposed to allow such disrespect, but he doesn't value himself, so he disrespects himself. She's not disrespecting him at that point. He's disrespecting himself at that point. And it comes through, right, if he's taking his life, because that means he has some, like, that's what he thinks he's worth. He thinks he's worth that. But of course, this guy was probably the same type of guy who, if he listened to this video before that happened, he would think I'm a dickhead. He would think I'm an arsehole. If he listened to this, which is actually the clues and the keys to save him, right? If he listened to this weeks ago or months ago, me saying this stuff, I guarantee you his mental programming would reject what I'm saying. Do you get what I'm saying? If you think you're a king, you don't think you're worth that. You will repel that type of behavior. So when I watch videos like that, my spirit just rebukes it. I'm like, huh? What's going on? What's going on? Like, it's hard for me to even watch it because my spirit just repels it. But that's the point you got to get to, where you think and you feel like that. So then the next point is, she fights to get away, so he beats her up. Again, showing a lack of mental control. Right, but not letting her leave. It's like, oh, can you stay? Can you stay? I can't get any better than you. I can't get any better than you. Can you stay with me? Can you stay? It's crazy. Like, let her go. If she's disrespecting you, let her go, brother. All right? But we gotta say this because these are the conditions, right? Or these are the results that we get when we create the conditions, right, of men who are weak. of men who don't know they're supposed to be in control, who don't know they're supposed to lead, who think they're 50-50 and you and her are the same. That's a bunch of BS given to you from society. It's lies. And like, how many scenarios do we have to see where this is the type of results you get in order for you to see that this is not the way to go? So in the end, it ends up as him taking his life. But no person is worth doing that for. Champ set.